Good, and we're going to be talking about theater next on that sad note there, but you're doing another play. Oh my goodness, The Crucible. I mean, goodness gracious, tell me about that. Who's going to talk first?
Well, I can talk a little bit.
Okay, go.
So The Crucible was written by Arthur Miller in the 1950s, and the thing about that time was we were at the height of McCarthyism and the Red Scare.
I mean, we're talking politics, I guess, in a way.
It's very fitting.
Yeah.
So this was a time when people who were considered communists, or even who were just whispered of being one in the town, could be thrown in prison. It was often artists. So he
a lot of theater directors.
Even just if you were of Italian or German heritage. So Arthur Miller wrote this play to use the Salem witch trials as a metaphor for what he was going through at the time. So this is a play about paranoia, about people being targeted, about hypocrisy, but it's also a play about the self and about standing up for what's right, even when it's extremely dangerous and frightening to do so. So I've really enjoyed getting a chance to work on this play. I took an interest in it in college, so it's been really cool to get a chance to put it on with these awesome people.
Yeah, so have you been acting a lot, or what?
I did a lot of tech in college, and I did some on-stage work as well. And then after I graduated, I sort of stepped back, started having to work full-time.
It gets in the way.
It gets in the way of things, but I've kind of gotten back into it with this production, and it's been really awesome.
Yeah. And Geri, I've known Geri a long time.
Yes.
And you're still acting.
I'm still acting, yes.
She was acting when I knew her, way back when.
Back in SOS.
Yeah.
Our SOS players, God bless them.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun. Then, we had some good times.
So what is your part, Geri?
I have a cameo, a very, very fun little cameo. I play Sarah Good, and she's in prison, and she's about to be
burned at the stake?
Led to the gallows or the stake or whatever.
Whatever they were doing.
But she has a pretty good attitude about it. She has a pretty good sense of humor. So yes, I play Sarah Good, and I hope I do her good.
Yeah. You'll do good. I know she will.
Judging by the rehearsal.
Big bad Sarah Good. Yes.
Yeah, big bad Sarah Good. Okay, tell me about yourself now.
So my name is Adam. I'm playing John Proctor, and
who's John Proctor?
John Proctor is the villain of the story, and so it's been a lot of people see him as the protagonist, the main character. He is on stage the most, and a lot of the play is around his personal struggle with him trying to justify his beliefs, and when they are definitely at odds with what everyone else around him is saying. And it has been a very, I don't know if fun is the right word, but it's certainly been a unique challenge, because there's a lot of decisions that he makes that I don't agree with, but part of what I've always really enjoyed about acting is trying to find the parts of yourself in these characters. And while I certainly don't agree with everything John has said or done, there's a piece of trying to atone for past mistakes. There's a piece of wondering why the world seems to have gone mad so suddenly. And there's just a piece of trying to stay true to yourself, as Abby was talking about, when the world is really trying to put labels on people and persecute people for completely arbitrary reasons. So that it's been a really nice challenge, and it has actually been a very enjoyable experience with this group.
Must be tough playing a part of a person that you don't agree with, you know,
Yeah.
because you have to get into the skin and you don't want to be there. It's like, I want to just do it for now and get away from it.
Exactly. But acting.
Yes, it's all about acting, yes. Okay, let's go to the back. You got microphones. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm Bill Wilday, and I was very fortunate enough to walk into the audition and be the right age group for this one. All right, because they needed an 80-year-old, and here comes an old man. So I was pretty good. But I'm playing Giles Corey, and he's one of the good guys, I believe. I like
He's a good guy, right?
I like to call him a good guy. He stands up for what he believes in, and he ends up paying the price for that. Yeah, Basically, I guess what I want to say about the Crucible is, come to see the play, and there's a lesson to be learned here, a lesson to be learned. Not to take things at face value all the time. Wait and see and live a little bit before you make these judgments against other people. That's the way I'm looking at this play anyway. So there's a good lesson to be learned here for everyone. Giles Corey is, like I said, he's a stand-up guy, and he's older, but he's principled. I guess that's about it. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, thank you for that, because I think you know, as you mentioned, Abby, about, you know, him using this as a metaphor for what was going on under McCarthy. It's the same thing. It's they're witch trials, you know, where you find a villain. Tell me, Reverend,
I'm
how is
Michael
that
Madsen.
going?
Yes, I'm playing Reverend Parris, who is at complete odds with him and her.
And you're still friends.
Yeah, we moved back to work. This is our third show together, and Geri and I and Adam worked together last year. This is our third show together. I enjoyed a lot, but it's funny. And like Adam, my character's nothing like me. Although he's like very full of emotions. Like at the very beginning, he's very sad. His daughter's sick, but then he's the fire and brimstone reverend.
Okay.
You know, these two are at odds all the time.
Okay.
You know, he's the by the book, and they're after me, and you know, and then you get like Giles Corey. He comes in, he's like the comedy relief, like everything he says.
The comedy relief.
Yeah. He just says like what's on his mind.
Can't imagine any comedy in this one.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why it stands out. That's why it's really good. The ensemble of the group is a great group of people.
How big a cast?
20 plus people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the cast?
Yeah, and it's a very small.
What are those
stage.
rehearsals like? I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta do them in a little.
Yeah.
And our stage is small, so, you know, but we're used to this. The Highlight Acting Troupe, we've been doing this. This is our 41st season.
Yeah, I know, you've been around a long
Yeah,
time.
I've been with them for 39 of them.
Yeah.
On and off. I was in their second production with the Highlight Acting Troupe.
Really?
Yeah, I had hair then, but.
But who's counting?
Yeah. Although I looked the same, I think. I was always older looking. But yeah, it's a great ensemble cast, and Nikki Osterhaus, she's the director. She does a fabulous job trying to get everything out of everybody and the little nuances. And
So this is at the Brunswick Grange.
Yeah, the Brunswick Grange.
I don't believe I've ever been there. Is that like a theater or?
no, it's an
chairs?
old. It's an auction house basically. It's an
okay.
old
So there's
grade-
plenty of room.
Yeah, it's fairly small though. But we make it work. I think we seat around 80. We cram them in.
Okay.
So we do good there.
As long as the audience outnumbers the cast.
Yeah. We've had.
I've been in plays where they didn't.
Yeah, they do well there. I know last year we did a Miracle on 34th Street, and the show was completely sold out.
That's always sold out. It's a good show.
We couldn't get any more seats.
And
in it.
the Crucible, of course, is a classic, so it has a name recognition. And
Yeah.
people that are interested in the classics will certainly go to see this as well.
And our challenge is to give them their money's worth, is
Yeah.
to make it.
Yeah.
It's
So-
always touchy when you do a classic that you want to make sure you give them what they expect, but
Exactly.
our spin on, you know.
Don't modify it.
Yeah.
Right,
Don't modify it.
right.
So did everybody look at the film or look at something before this? I mean, there was a film of this, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
No? Yeah. I mean, when you go to do a play, perhaps you've never seen it or something, do you research it a little bit, or do you kind of find what your character is supposed to be like, or is it worth it?
I sometimes do. Usually myself, I like to build my character. Then when we're getting into
After
it, then,
you do it, yeah.
then
You
I
got to
look
get
at-
your character
like
first.
his character, Adam's character was played by Daniel Day-Lewis in the movie
Wonderful
version.
actor.
And there's a lot of great acting in there. But yet, you certainly don't want to mimic that.
No,
It's
no,
already
no.
been done.
Right.
No.
But you could, say, oh, that
You
worked
grab
well.
something
Yeah,
that works.
worked.
Yeah. So when can people see this play?
October 2nd through 5th is I believe the first weekend, and then the next weekend is 7 days after that.
10 to
Yeah,
the
coming
10
up
to
pretty
the
quickly
12th.
then, yeah.
Yeah. So the first 2 weekends of October.
And it's
Yes.
ticketed, right? So how do they get their tickets?
There's currently a phone number they can call. I believe it'll be up on our Facebook.
On your
Yes,
Facebook
make
page.
reservations. You can't purchase them online, but you can make reservations.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
pay
and
at the
then buy your
door.
ticket at the door.
Yeah.
Buy it at the door.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
And you say it's only holds about 80 people?
About 80
So, yeah,
people,
so
yeah.
you want to make sure you
wanna
get
get
your
your
tickets
tickets.
ahead of time so that you get it. And with that kind of a cast, I'm sure all the
yeah.
family members are going to show up. So-
I'm gonna say
Especially
that's
the
gonna-
younger people, when you have
gonna
younger
fill it
people, their
up,
parents
yeah.
tend to come to every production.
Yeah, yeah. So there are young people in the play?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, there's
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of young
Yeah.
people.
Oh, okay. I didn't,
We range all
realize that.
over the place. I think the youngest is,
I want to say 11.
she might be 11 or 12.
Something like 11.
Yeah.
Part of the trials were really helmed by some young women, so
Oh, okay.
it's sort of accurate to life in a
Yeah.
way.
Okay, well, I hope that it is a huge success. You picked a wonderful play, whoever picked it, the director I know did, picked a wonderful play to do, and it has name recognition, and I think that's very important to at least kick off a season to make sure that people recognize what it is. Sometimes they see a name of a play they've never heard of. Get out there and see it anyway, right?
That was why I auditioned. I saw the Crucible. I hadn't done
Yeah.
theater in a few years, and
Yeah.
I had studied the play in college, and I was like, oh, I got to do Crucible. This is
Yeah.
a dream play.
Yeah.
Plus,
yeah,
plus
exactly.
John Proctor Villain is on Broadway now.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
John
So
Proctor is the
that's
villain.
another, all my grandkids have seen
Yeah,
it, well, except for
spin-off
the
of
baby.
it, yeah.
All
Yeah.
my 4 teenage grandgirls have seen it, so that's another thing that might draw
Exactly.
young people to
And
want to
Well,
see
I
this.
hope that you all,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I was just going to say part of what Mike and what Abby had been mentioning is that, yes, this is a classic and it has big name recognition. And I think part of why it has held the test of time the way that it has is actually even Peter mentioned that history is repeating itself. And the Salem witch trials were a terrible time, and McCarthyism was a terrible time of people getting blacklisted and not wanting to name names.
Yeah.
And now we are going through another period
Yeah.
of there are people who are just trying to live their lives,
Yeah.
not bothering anybody, just wanting to exist.
Yeah.
But then the powers that be are not okay with
No,
that.
I mean, just like when I looked at the photo of his family, and I thought, what a beautiful family, and here he gets ripped from his family, and
Yeah.
he gets thrown in a
Exactly.
concentration camp, and he gets murdered. You know, it's like,
Yeah,
let's
Yeah.
stop the madness,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I wish you all
Thank
a
you.
successful run, and especially this play that I'm sure you'll get a good turnout for. And thank you all for being
Thank you
here.
very
It's a
much.
Thank you for
pleasure.
having
Yeah.
us.
Good. Break
Great
a
to
leg.
see you.